Papa Forrest here from initiatedman.com, and I've got a really interesting topic that I'm going to discuss with you here today. Before we begin, let's take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, together. We can do that now. Thank you. This beautiful Costa Rican sun beats down on me, sitting by the pool. I have an interesting topic that I want to discuss today, and that is faking it until you make it. And what I mean by that is, a lot of these principles and ways of being as a man that I discuss here on this channel and in my work, they might be new to men, and implementing them and practicing them might not feel normal and might not feel genuine even when you first start doing them. If you're not used to leading or speaking with tenderness to your wife, or having fun or playfulness with your wife, or being more dominant in the bedroom, whatever it is, these are new skills that we are learning and that we are developing. And so when you first start implementing them and doing them, they might not feel great. And the other thing too is that your partner who you're doing them with, because let's say you've been together for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and maybe you've done things a certain way for several years. And it might take a while for them to warm up to the idea. So it's not just do this thing, one practice that I recommend on this channel one time, and then your whole relationship is going to shift after that one time. Because you might not be a skilled practitioner at it yet. And even if you are, she might be like, what's happening? I'm not used to this. This is weird. Whatever it is. Even if you're doing it perfectly. So it's both your side and her side that needs practice. So what I'm trying to say is, for one, you need to keep going. And it is a practice. It is a discipline. And you need to get better at it by practicing, okay? By taking these chances, even if she might not seem receptive. So if you see something on this channel and you go and you try it, and then it, quote unquote, doesn't work, that's just because one of two reasons. Either you're not practiced at it enough, or she's not practiced at receiving it yet. But the more you practice it, and the more she gets used to receiving it, then the more it will become more of the norm. Okay? So going back to how I started it, is faking it till you make it, is that, I had a big wake-up call at one point in time in my relationship. I won't go into this big story, but long story short, my wife was like, I want to leave you. I don't feel levity in our life. I don't feel joy in our life. And it doesn't feel like it's easy and all this stuff. And I was going through a very challenging period personally, very dark period for me personally. So it was really fucking hard to bring some joy and love and lightness and levity into my marriage. But I knew that I needed to, because I wanted to be with my wife. I didn't want her to leave me, and and I didn't want to separate. So I made that adjustment. And I heard her cries. And it's what I wanted too, because I wanted to come out of my dark hole too. And at first, when I started implementing, more levity and lightness and joy, I was literally faking it. Literally. I still felt dark inside. Very dark. But on the outside, I was essentially, I don't want to say pretending, but practicing, And over time, that practice became real. Because at first, and this is exactly what I told you, is that at first, she was like, okay, I was doing these things, and her energy was like, yeah, I appreciate this, but kind of a little bit too late energy. And, I'll believe it when I see it, let's see if this lasts for more than a couple days kind of a thing. And I just kept at it. Even though it was so hard and I still felt dark inside, I just kept trying and kept trying. And she became more receptive, and I actually started to feel more joy and levity as I was doing these things. And I saw it's this reciprocal feedback loop, is that as I did these things, I saw how it was affecting her, and then that brought beauty back into me, and it was this cycle. But it started very sticky, like I was totally faking it. And that's what it might feel like for you when you start to implement these things, that maybe you're not practiced at, maybe you're not used to, maybe you're feeling like depression inside of yourself, a lot of darkness, and you're like, how the hell am I supposed to bring love and lightness and levity into my marriage when I feel like shit? And that's the practice. And we really have to dig ourselves out of these situations. It really is a choice. It's a choice. Every day, you can make a choice. Am I going to feel this way? Am I going to feel that way? We get to decide. We are the creators of our life. Our outside circumstances, some of them can feel more challenging, like, oh, this person doesn't have to deal with this thing that I'm dealing with. So that's my excuse to be depressed or down or dark or feeling like a victim of life. But can we step into this empowered place where I am going to decide, I am going to choose, I am going to treat my wife this way, for her and for me, for both of us. And again, it will feel sticky in the beginning. In the beginning, you're just like digging, oh God, this doesn't feel real or genuine or anything like this. Keep going. Keep going. It is a practice. And eventually, it will become easier and easier over time. Let's take a deep breath in together. Thank you for joining me. Papa Forrest, initiatedman.com is where you should visit if you would like to dive deeper with me. Hope to see you again.